my people, I welcome you to another Obunge episode of our number one Pidgin English sports program where they call Sports Roundup on top UlaffTV. And of course, this one is the World Cup Unusual series. For the World Cup session, we're going to talk about different things where they happen in this very World Cup. This show, they designed specifically for the World Cup tournament. And of course, it is in partnership with Go.com. And of course, we're going to look all the groups, we're going to reason together, they think and of course, from their play, we're going to look which of the countries get the main chances to qualify from the group stages to enter the next level. These are many more going to come your way. Make sure say you don't go anywhere because they come back. And of course, after this short break, I get for inside studio. My guests, we're going to pally with me, we're going to rub mine together on top of the program. And they come back after this short break. Now, welcome back from that very short break. Of course, I will kickstart today's episode with some transfer news, gossip, and rumor story. And of course, as I talked before, I get guests inside the studio where we're going to rub mine together on top of the program. Yes, welcome to my show. Of course, to this Obonga show.
Yes,
Shegun is in the studio with me, and me and him. Now I'm going to reason this football matter together.
So my people, the World Cup will they talk since don't reach. We don't start the World Cup. I know some of them don't they para, but no worry. Hope they not calm down.
Yes, hope day for we country. Yes, yes. Now we go start with some transfer news, rumor and gossip, and of course the first news what I get from my lineup today now Belgium forward Eden Hazard where they play currently for Belgium for the World Cup where they go on. He don't talk him and he don't send this kind of green light signal to Chelsea where be in club say he don't get interest for Real Madrid and last according to him he say na there if he end up one season resume. What do you reason for the matter?
You see, thank you. You see this Denmark, Eden Hazard matter where they talk. So, tell me I no lie you. I no see the deal they happen.
Okay.
My reason why I no see the deal they happen is because how many world-class players did the world presently? You understand? If you look at them now, if you list top 10 world-class player, Eden Hazard they among them.
Of course.
Neymar de PSG. PSG no go allow go anywhere for now. Ronaldo de Madrid, even though they have a new contract, he don't go agree one come out because he believes say when he go win Champions League over and over again. Now Hazard dey Chelsea, you say Chelsea go allow their most prized player now can't leave. Who you won't buy if Hazard go for that team? So for me, I don't see that deal they happen.
You not see him say it happen.
I no see the reality of that deal. Though Hazard don't come out to come talk say he ready to move, say but now Madrid and today. But the truth about them is, say, if you be Chelsea, you go raise the money go up. And once you raise the money go up, clubs go run because nobody go value Hazard for 150 or 170. To be sincere, and Hazard na play away. If I want sell, if I be Chelsea, I know they sell less than 170.
Well, as far as the player they concerned, in as much as Chelsea will use that money matter to raise standard for him based on say make him remain for the club. But in the look trophy, as you talked earlier, say world-class player. What in world-class player would they represent himself on the long run?
You see, thank you. Na correct question be that question. But to be sincere, since Hazard don't come to Chelsea, are you aware that Hazard don't win almost over 7 to 8 trophies already? He has won. He's already a 2-time Premier League or 3-time Premier League champion. He win with Mourinho, win with Ancelotti. He don't win even with what's they call him? He don't win with this Conte. So he don't win FA Cup. You know, waiting remain trophy where they shout. You know, the only thing where they missing in trophy cabinet. Now the Champions League.
No, he no follow win the Champions League.
You know they that team then. Okay. You know they because Mata was still the number 10 in Chelsea. So it's the Champions League that's the only thing left in his cabinet that he has not won.
And you feel say Madrid not be the right place for him to go obtain that.
See, if I be player, nobody will not go Madrid. But say you know go rather be lion for village than come become dog for city.
Well, that one's
that's what it be now.
Okay, that one's enter. Moving on from Hazard story, the next one about Sarri will be the most likely he will become the new manager of Chelsea because they don't the reason to. In fact, nobody say they don't the reason. As we hear him, rumor monger say they don't the type Conte sack letter. Say so this guy will most likely come represent Conte for Chelsea, and he don't talk and say once he get that job as a coach of Chelsea, say the first player we want sign now this Russian midfielder Alexander Golovin. So he don't talk and say he go ready to sign am. Even though Juventus don dey bid for this same player right from time, and the 22-year-old go need to make decision to decide where he wan end up. How you check that story? It look possible.
You see, this particular deal now, one kind deal I like.
Okay.
The reason why I like this deal is say, if you check the leagues so far, this Sarri is one of the most exciting coach in world football. Now, Sarri coming to Chelsea will bring so much fanfare, go excite the crowd go love him. The guy will play correct football, no go play draw kind of game. He go play correct football. I like the guy. But for the deal of signing Golovin, Juventus is in the race. My only challenge about this deal is say, Chelsea go fit give him the same fund we need to carry out that deal. Don't forget, say the issue of Bakayoko. No be Bakayoko, but in first signing where he wants. No be Alvaro Morata be first signing where Conte wants. True. So the same thing I fear now for this kind of say, share this guy, they go give him the backing with the board supporter.
So meaning saying that the same issue over and over.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Okay, we will move on from that one to the next story. In fact, this one a very controversial one concerning the 24-year-old Nabil Fekir, where Liverpool won't sign from Lyon. In fact, the news we follow and they say Lyon, or rather Lyon don't give Liverpool hope, say they go fit sign the player, but then it be like say some kind Mago enter the guy. So I want to know what be your own opinion or which information you get concerning this signing.
Oh, tell me, you see all these people, when money don't do matter, water go pass Gary.
Normal.
That's how it just be. You see this deal, when this deal initially happened, this Lyon themselves, now they carry the player, come make Liverpool say, come buy our boy.
Yeah.
And Liverpool truly get interest for the player. But the problem with the on ground now is say, when they do Medica, actually come out as Yoruba people, they talk and say, the guy can't pay Medica. And because he pay Medica, Liverpool no go on throw away money. In case the guy no come go play well when they sign him. Liverpool just, okay, we go come out certain amount of money from their sign-on fee, the offer. Now Lyon make matter no come spoil last. Me they know me no be the same a bad market. They know if we sell out on that person. They don't run go their sites. Come go release the news say then don't pull away from the deal because they feel say Liverpool go pull the news go cast and say the guy fee medical and they no want bad market. So that kind of thing last even if Liverpool go buy him, Liverpool no go pay rich that money. I would say I believe.
But for the future of the player, what do you think? You get how this thing affects the player personally?
Yeah, I think the massive blow for this guy because this guy moving from one club where be say then they try for League One, but see you moving to Liverpool now like a step higher.
Yeah,
now the guy have to wait for another 2-3 years to prove himself before somebody go come again, carry on. So and I wish I just see about the deal with that.
Wow. Nice. Okay, we'll go move on to the last story for the transfer news, rumor, and gossip section. This one about Manchester United goalkeeper David De Gea, where don't they get ginger all this one, say one go join Real Madrid. And of course, we know say the Real Madrid deal being cast that year when it's supposed to sign for them.
Through the famous fax machine.
You understand? So right now, he's still there for Man U, and with the year, say Man U won't give him new offer, and with this new contract, if he sign him, say now he go be the highest paid goalkeeper for the world, entirely, the world. And this one a good one, if you ask me, a good boost for the 27-year-old Spanish goalkeeper. Yeah. So how you see that one?
Tell me, you see in this life, anything money no do, now God will they look. Sure you understand? Anything money no fit do for this life. You see this DJ Amata, the guy they shout him won't go, him be 27.
Yeah.
Him be 27. I won't go. I won't come out. I won't come out. I won't win trophy. Now saying they shall try last month. I won't win trophy. I won't trophy. When my guy, when man you just shake money like this, my guy dive the money as if you could be keeper number one. As so he cash the money. The money when they offer him, nobody could give him that kind of money in the world. Nobody could give him. So now man you be the only place left to me. This guy that man you go retire. When he go come out for Man U now, when maybe you say Man U don't need that, don't see another person. Now they go. But as long as money is involved, the JR know they go anywhere. And a very good deal because so far this guy is like the back-to-back 3 times he win Man U best player of the season, and now he don't win at the 4th time. And this undoubtedly this is the best goalkeeper in the world. So I see that as a very good deal for Manchester United.
Okay. Okay, nice. Good one for the girl because the money matter last. Now everybody they run towards. And for him, this one another good morale will go boosting ego and also boosting CV also. Okay, my people, this now the month where we go fit take for transfer news, rumor and gossip section. Of course, the program still they go on. If I come back after this short break, we go enter the World Cup proper where we go to talk about the fixture and the various other news where we get for now. Make sure say you don't go anywhere. I will come back after this short break. Now, welcome back from that very short break when we just talk about the transfer news, gossip, and rumor. And of course, don't forget this one now. World Cup unusual special edition of Sports Roundup on top UlaffTV. My name is Natemi Adenija, and of course, now partnership with Go.com. Now we run this program with, and inside the studio with me now, Mr. Shegun, where we rub mind together for the program. We go move on now to the World Cup proper, where we're going to talk about the various groups and of course the various fixture where we get for the World Cup tournament where they go on. I would like when we start with the African countries' performances so far for the World Cup. Mr. Shegun, how you see?
Man, tell me.
Yeah.
I'm not happy.
You not happy?
I'm not happy, man. As in, I'm not happy. The only, as in, if you look at our African teams, left to me is as if we play without maturity.
Really?
As the jungle no mature for our players.
And most of these African countries, they don't go World Cup before, so
yeah, they don't go.
Experience or something.
Not true. They don't go, but the consistency of the players really happen of our players in the World Cup. It make me worried. If you check most of our squads where we carry go World Cup, Nigeria was, I think, is the youngest team in the World Cup.
I think so.
Now Nigeria being the youngest team in the World Cup, how many, apart from Nigeria, check other African countries, how many of these boys will go that World Cup will go the next 4 years? That's the issue. Then the way then they play, you go no say experience, no reach. We know African teams. The only African teams really impressed me so far, Tunisia. Okay. Tunisia tried, they hold England. He took a regain like 9 minutes to score. But the others, look, Morocco, they concede at the last minute, they concede unnecessary own goal. As in, it's not called for.
For the Egypt-Uruguay match, Egypt also tried.
Egypt tried. He took Uruguay a stroke of luck to get goal.
Their main man,
Salah, we Ramos go help us do bad thing too.
Thank you. So, looking at it, apart from Super Eagles of Nigeria, we get the highest goals conceded so far for the African teams who don't play. Because as far as me I am concerned, 2-0, or rather 2-0. A big loss.
A big loss.
That one. Okay, maybe we focus on the Super Eagles. What will be your expectation from their next matches when they go play? Because right now they don't lose their first match. They get 2 more matches to play before they go know whether they go move on for this tournament or they will come back out. How you see them? How you check them?
You see, tell me. At this point, something they happen in Nigeria. Before even Nigeria lose band, they go say everybody go turn coach.
Yeah.
You understand? Nah, so we they talk about all of like a turn coach. Me, I be this kind of person who be say I'm very real. I like something to be real. But even as much as I dey real, I still no believe say it's over for us as a team. The truth about them is say yes, we lost 2-0 to Croatia. To be sincere, when I looked at that match, Croatia was the match I felt we could get a point from. Reason was that tactically we were poor. We did very, very poor tactically. Our coach didn't even try. Because if you look the match all through against Tunisia, they play us from wings. They were using us, yes, they were playing us from wings. Because of the lack of quality where our team gets to that point, 3-5-2 was basically our best formation. And if I'm going for a 3-5-2, basically Moses will play as a wing back for me. Make Moses play waiting they play for Chelsea. That normal wing back row, main cover both the sides. Going forward, he will give us option attacking and falling back. Then we let people like a table wait to get the legs to run in the midfield. Make it dictate the game. Make Mikel play an advanced holding midfield ahead of Ndidi. You understand? This will give us strength in midfield. It will make us stronger in midfield and compact. Then we go feel run behind defenders against Croatia. But that day, even JJ Okocha after the game made reference to that game that a 3-5-2 would have done the magic. That day we didn't have people who could put the ball in the net. That was my challenge with that. But however, we are playing against Iceland. Iceland will go play us the way they play Argentina. Iceland, because against Argentina, they were very compact behind the defense. So Iceland no go play us the way they play Argentina. Iceland go attack us. And I expect that game we attack. If we play the ball for ground, or like Croatia, we will load ball up. They expect us to load the ball up, which we did, and we played into their hands. But this time around, we will play the ball for ground. If we play the ball for ground, we'll beat Iceland. I don't see reason why we can't beat them.
Okay, so hope day for Super Eagles.
Yes, there's still hope. It's not over until it's over in football.
Nigerians, so I don't hear hope day for Super Eagles, so when I don't write them off yet. Concerning this World Cup, where still they go on, the biggest upset so far, where everybody talk about, of course, now be the match against Germany and Mexico.
Mexico, yes, yes.
And that match surprised a lot of people. Say, the current world champion. Say, why they would just lose like that? You want to talk and say, na error na in Germany play as well. And B, it just be say Mexico get luck for the matter.
Tell me, that match, man, no lie you. After the Portugal match where I watch, that match was also another interesting game. Germany was below par. Germany lacked creativity. Germany lacked the invention to put the ball behind the defense of those people. And Mexico, to a large point, they dictated the play for that midfield. For that center, people like, what's I call his name? This Herrera, that boy with their midfield, Herrera, up front with Vela, where they play from side. They really take on these guys, German team. They play them silly. And German no get that flair of Leroy Sané where they need. Since I don't think the guy go World Cup, Germany was constantly on the back foot. Then even Cruz no dictates play. Because Mexico was playing on a high octave, wave after wave. They take the game, go meet Germany. They're supposed to beat Germany history itself, but anyway, they beat Germany, and they deserved the victory. They deserved the victory.
Good one. Wait me, I just find out for this game, especially the one between Germany and Mexico. No country come this World Cup complete.
No.
One single country.
Nobody can count bridge,
World Cup complete.
Like then they talk and don't forget, because they any Moscow.
You know,
and Russia they did, so you understand.
So yes, moving on now from that one, best South American team for the World Cup so far, because now them nine get the highest population for the various team or for the various groups for this World Cup tournament. I want to ask you which one be your two best South American team for the World Cup so far.
To be sincere, Argentina, Brazil, they don't impress me so far. Brazil is playing more like a European team, which is very unusual for them. They're more attacking, but the Brazilian team, I see they play compact. They try, say, maybe we don't concede goal, but maybe we just score one block post. But so far, the two South American teams we don't impress me so far are Peru and Costa Rica. Unfortunately, these two guys lose. Against Denmark, Peru played Denmark standstill. They played Denmark. The problem with they just kept saying they don't fit put the ball inside that net. Now finishing. If Messi, they give them one Messi, say put Messi for that team. I trust that these guys can go deliver.
I hope it's a different Messi they talk about. Not the same Messi.
The same Messi now. If Messi did that Costa Rica or Peru team, Messi would don't win World Cup.
Yeah. So of course, we go move on from that one. Talking about the various groups for this World Cup. What will be the possibility of the country where you feel say will move ahead from each group? I will just list them out like that and we go check the possibility. And for the group A, we get Russia, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Uruguay. Amongst these four countries, which one don't impress you to the point where we say if you want pick, you go to say, okay, these two go move ahead to the next level for the
I think say for that group now two people I see Uruguay one because Uruguay be that kind of team they be former world champion. And not only because they be former world champion, they don't already get 3 points in the bag. All they need is 3 points more or 2 draws. They are up. But for them to top the group, winning one match, I think I'll give it. And they go for Uruguay. Then second, Russia because they be host. They already get 3 points. I know see. It go hard for Egypt to cope with the pressure, especially as Salah no even day. Never even fit to play that second match.
So you tip Uruguay,
Russia. Uruguay to top the group.
The Russia group B, we got Portugal, Spain, Morocco, Iran. You go agree with me? Say this one a highly competitive team or group. Even though the two countries right now where they top that group now with Portugal and Spain, or rather no, now Iran. Iran are the top.
Iran the top with 3 points. They don't get 3 points already.
But then, looking at the possibility, which two countries you feel say go move ahead?
Actually, for this group, I see they see Portugal, Spain, they go through. Why? And then they see Portugal to actually top the group. Okay. You see this Portugal team, the most interesting thing about them is say that their first match and they play like that, they never click. Once that team click, finish, hey, forget they go set. And for me, I feel say then they go top that group, Spain go come second because of experience.
Okay. For Group C, France, Australia, Peru, Denmark.
That group, that very interesting group. Me personally, I would like me Peru qualify, but things are hard because then they play France next.
With a check possibility. Because if you ask me for Nigeria team or group, I go like me Nigeria.
But the possibility, according to it, is just a possibility. Now France, they look to top that group. Okay. Then Australia, they play very interesting football, even though they never get points, and Denmark already get 3 points. I still believe say Australia will go forward in that group, so not even Denmark. Yeah, France to top the group, so that's second.
Oh, for of course, the deadly team, as you have to call that name. Argentina, Iceland, Croatia, Nigeria, Group D.
You see that group, eh? If you look this group, anybody still qualify. Forget Australia get 3 points and Argentina and Iceland get 1 point. Anybody will still go for that group. But somebody wait already, who I feel go top the group, go come out. Croatia don't almost make come out of that group. Okay. Almost. So, but for me, there's still chances for Argentina, Nigeria, and Iceland. So from them on, individual brilliance. If I look individual brilliance, I mean Nigeria, I like when Nigeria qualify. But if I look individual brilliance, maybe Messi will be slight edge over Nigeria.
Okay. So which two countries did they take?
I did look between Croatia, then I look between Argentina and Nigeria. Somebody still make come out of that group. Okay. Because I've been Nigerian, no physical will qualify, we still fit right. Yeah, answer exactly.
Group E, we got Brazil, Switzerland, Costa Rica, and Serbia. Of course, it's a highly competitive group. Very, very competitive group because Brazil, of course, they don't lose points already. Pick only 1 point, but they go don't give themselves brain. Gather themselves say, oh, this one don't.
Not true. So, that group, Switzerland and Serbia sabi each other way. Now them the final Brazil go make them out of that group actually. Yeah, sure. Brazil go come second in that group. Okay. Then they tip Serbia because of character wise. Serbia get character. And they tip Serbia to make them out of that group.
Okay. We move on now to Group F. We get Germany, Mexico, Sweden, South Korea. Germany, Mexico, Sweden, South Korea.
You see that group, if I tell somebody something they don't really believe, Germany if you crash out of that group. Wow. If they are not careful. Sweden already has 3 points in the bag. Mexico get 3 points in the bag. Yeah. Germany never get points. Because Germany never get points, the next person they play now that's Sweden. Sweden will likely get a draw out of them, which will leave them in a point, and that's a must-win match. So basically, I'm looking at Mexico to top that group. Because Mexico, they play South Korea, a weaker team. They will get another 3 points, they are gone. So I'm looking at Mexico to make it out of that group as leader and Sweden second.
Wow. Okay, we move on now to Group G, Belgium, Panama, Tunisia, and England.
Okay, Group G, Belgium so far will make it out of that group as group leaders because right now that team is one of the most exciting teams in this World Cup. So they'll make it out. Then England coming second, no doubt. Okay. No doubt.
Okay, and then the last group, Poland, Senegal, Colombia, and Japan.
See, I go tip Japan to make them out of this group. The reason be say they already don't get 3 points from Colombia. Okay. Now getting 3 points, they don't get on top of that group. They get character. Players, Shinji Kagawa, Okazaki, all those guys, they can deliver anytime. And to make it out of that group, Senegal, to be sincere, I did hopeful of Senegal. Even though they play Poland, I did very hopeful of Senegal. And I hope Senegal will make them out of that group. Okay. I hope.
They take Japan and Senegal to move through from
the though I know rule out Poland, though, but I hope. Okay. Being less the African spirit.
Okay, that one said very good. Yes, my people, we just finished the critical analysis of the various groups for the World Cup where they go on right now for Russia. We're going to move ahead now to the betting odds of some of the fixture of the matches where will take place even as the World Cup matters still the odds. Mr. Shegun, how you check them? Denmark versus Australia, what will be your own betting analysis or odds?
That match go tight.
Okay.
That match go tight because one, Denmark go they rely on the skills and analysis, skills and creativity of Eriksen of Tottenham, main create space, which and Australia, being that say you know how they follow France Dragon, they very enterprising. Also, they be very good team. So I'm actually debating on where I will go for this game now. Denmark win either half.
Okay.
Meaning say they go win either first half or second half, but Denmark win either half.
Okay. The next fixture we will look at now France versus Peru. What will be your betting suggestion?
You see, France good, Peru said they play ball. Right. But France get quality. So, and this quality is something we go stand out in the game. Okay. You understand? Something we go really, really stand out. And as I see the game, I think to a certain extent, what I go predict the game to happen now, France 1x. France go either win or draw. Right. Then the game no go get past. The game now under 3.5 no go get reach 4 goals. Okay. France 1x and under 3.5.
Okay. We move on now to the Argentina-Croatia match. Of course, I know that one get as it will be for all the people them where they try bet on that one, but I believe so you get a better suggestion for them.
Actually, see this game, This game, I fear say if you enter draw. I don't know who will win because the two of them need this point. Okay. Croatia need to win to go the next point. Okay. Argentina need that point to make them 4, so they go get advantage over Nigeria and Iceland. However, this game to a point where I see to me they on the safer side, maybe we not throw away our money. Okay. We go put give over 8.5 corners. Okay. That means we go get corners, we reach 9 corners for the match. The match go there attacking over 8.5 corners. Okay.
So that's not betting odds. And I don't hear of course. This program they in conjunction or in partnership with Go.com, and of course now why we they bring in this World Cup unusual edition. And of course this not the much where we go fit take on top today episode. When I continue today, tune in to UlaffTV Sports Roundup, where they giving a more update, more critical analysis, and more betting odds on all the various matches where they happen for this ongoing World Cup. My name is Temi Adeniji. Mona, don't forget, say, if you follow us on all social media platforms at UlaffTV on Twitter, at Ulaff_TV on Instagram, or you follow me directly at PrettyTem on Twitter and on Instagram. Until next time, Mr. Shegun, I want to thank you for coming up to the show today.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Saying, like, me and you now rub mine together.
Yes, it's a pleasure.
Everybody where they watch, they enjoy the program. Okay, my people, Ona, thank you for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.